Welcome top news today.
MSNBC's Morning Joe panel spent a segment Monday morning discussing the president and other Republican media figures who are publicly dismissing Special Counsel Mueller and the FBI as corrupt and unfair, warning that such asinine ideas could get people killed. This is not the first time in the last 12 months where I felt compelled to just remind people about what happened in Oklahoma City, MSNBC regular John Heilemann warned. Some of us in the news business had to fly out there and see what paranoid, conspiratorial anti-government ranting led to. What happens, we will be able to point to the people who help enable it because they are on television every day doing it. Co-host Mika Brzezinski said at the end of the segment, "I'm going to make sure we post this entire conversation online. Because this will be the most important conversation probably so far this year for people who really want to understand the dangers that we face should really take a second or third listen to." Hosts Joe and Mika agreed that the president's conflicting comments about the FBI were totally demented. Related video Piero Andrew McCabe's consigliere of FBI criminal cowbell related video Hannity justice system literally hanging by a thread in this post-constitutional republic. On the other hand, the MSNBC control room suggested Trump's comments both praising and blaming the FBI were postmodern, in that they contradict each other. That juxtaposition, that's what we call in the literary business postmodern. "I think the word you're looking for is asinine," a visibly troubled John Heilemann interjected. "The control room is in there, like, engrossed in Jacques Derrida. That's what they do here all morning while they're supposed to be producing the show. He's leading a seminar on Foucault and Derrida." Turning to attacks on Mueller from Fox News hosts Sean Hannity and Jeanine Pirro, Joe Scarborough said they're literally, and it is very dangerous because blood will be on the hands of people who whip people into a frenzy, and lie. They're saying that there is a coup going on right now, which is one of the most extraordinary and irresponsible things I've ever heard a major network do. They've been at it all weekend. But there you have Donald Trump again, saying one thing 1 minute, and the next minute completely reversing himself. Heilemann expands it is obviously incredibly self-serving, in addition to being postmodern. Self-serving, inconsistent, ridiculous, hypocritical, insane, detached from reality, all the things. I do want to say the thing you are pointing to, it is not the first time in the last 12 months where I felt compelled to just remind people about what happened in Oklahoma City in 1995 when McVeigh blew up the Mora Federal Building. And some of us in the business had to fly out there and see what paranoid, conspiratorial anti-government ranting led to, which was a militia member going and blowing up a federal building and killing hundreds of people. It hasn't happened yet, and thank God, and hopefully it won't, but every time you strike these matches and throwing them at this giant pool of gasoline, you are courting this kind of disaster. He concluded, when it happens, we will be able to point to the people who help enable it because they are on television every day doing it. Host Scarborough adds, when you are spreading a message that the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and a Vietnam War hero who won the Purple Heart, and has devoted his entire life to America, is launching a coup against the president. That will, in the same way that all the conspiratorial theories about black helicopters I heard in 1992 when I was running, that will attach to somebody like Timothy McVeigh. And they will take action. And yes, we will know who put those diseased thoughts in their heads. I cannot think of a more reckless and irresponsible thing. This even surpasses what Glenn Beck was saying in 200,910, he added. About Charlottesville, Heilemann said one doesn't want to get into the business of comparing tragedies and hate crimes, so we'll just say they're both horrible, but the scale of it. That Fox News network has these clowns on television repeatedly comparing the FBI to the KGB. Related video FNC's Greg Jarrett, FBI has become America's secret police, Mueller using FBI as political weapon. Related video Judicial Watch's Fitton was FBI turned into a KGB-type operation under Obama administration? They said we should shut down the FBI because it is turning into an Obama KGB, Heilemann continued. Do these people have any idea what the KGB did in the Soviet Union for 100 years? The KGB was complicit in the deaths of tens of millions of people. And these people go on television and say the FBI is the KGB. It is up to us, everybody who goes on television, to be the sane ones in the room. Let the president say what he is going to say. There is no way to contain him, but the rest of us responsible adults here should not be going around saying things like that.